friends. Yeah, I worked on this some more. It's looking good on video. I don't think it actually doesn't look as good in real life. This one doesn't. I mean, it's far from being done, so I can see all the imperfections. But on the video on my phone screen, this looks pretty great, pretty great. So this gives me hope that when I do finish it, it's gonna look a lot better. But yeah, this one was a tough one because I did, what did I do? I did the two faces, the sort of normal female faces facing each other. I don't know, I don't know what that's supposed to mean or whatever. I just did it, and then and I did this flower in the middle. So they're gonna face each other. There's gonna be a flower in the middle, and then there were gonna be sort of two tree branches coming in from the top, like one on that side, one on that side. So that was the original sort of composition, filling in the space. And then I came up with this idea of the flower being a bunch of birds, which is something I've never done before. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then it kind of got stuck, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I really wasn't happy with the painting. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work because I started this off with like a pretty clear framework of the faces, the branches, and the flower. So that left me the space around to fill the space, around these things. And I think the breakthrough was when I, on the right, when I broke up her hair into these leaves and shapes. The one on the left, I left the hair intact, and I don't think I'm going to do anything with it. I think it's fine as it is. But yeah, once I broke up that hair and I started just going loose and going crazy, breaking up the shapes, broke up the neck and the face. The faces have now birds and fish and all kinds of stuff, objects in there. So I think once that started happening, it started to pick up value in my eyes, at least in my eyes. And I like, what I like about this. I mean, even though it is my own painting, it's kind of toned down. It's not as in your face. Maybe it's not as loud as some of my other work. I like that the red is very limited. There's very little. It's just a flower and the lips. There's almost no red. There's very little sort of orange, like that. Those orange fish are really yellow ochre. So it's not really. I mean, this is pretty much yellow ochre right here, and yellow ochre looking that bright means that the painting is overall toned down, because if I had like bright orange and some other colors, vibrant colors in here, then that wouldn't look bright. It would look dull. Usually yellow ochre is a pretty dull color. Like on this one, the candle down here is also yellow ochre, so it's the same color on the candle, and the candle looks pretty dull compared to the rest of it. But here the fish, looks all right. So I think this painting has more gray in it, gray tone, than I normally have, and then it's still not done. Like I'm still gonna be reducing and removing things probably, and heightening the contrast, putting a few more highlights, a few more shadows and things like that. But overall, I think it works quite well. I think it's interesting, and I might not define the shapes as much as I usually do. I might leave them semi-mysterious and abstract. Some of the shapes, like maybe the fish here coming out of that tree, are not gonna have tails. Maybe they're not gonna have tails. Maybe we don't need tails on the fish. And And I think for the next the next piece that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it a little bit more abstract. I'm going to leave the shapes a little bit less defined, or a little bit more distorted, and we'll see where that goes. And probably for the next one, I'll also do it toned down, just like this one. Um, in the What I mean by toned down is that, this sort of greenish yellow here, I really like that. That's a very uh, early piece of painting. You can see the background coming through it. It's just a wash, but I like how fresh it is. It seems very fresh. It's a freshness that you don't get even with heavy paint on it. So yeah, so I'm liking it. I'm probably work on this some more tonight and tomorrow and the day after, and sometime this week I should be done.